you're doing great. And today I'm going to talk about a project management concept which many of us get confused about when we hear this term. And the term is nothing but gold plating. So let us try to understand what is this gold plating all about, and is gold plating and customer delight same, or is there any fundamental difference between gold plating and customer delight? So I will be taking a scenario and I'll try to explain what gold plating is, what customer delight is, and this I hope helps you understand the difference between the two. This is a term which comes in scope management area, where we all know that there's a concept called as a scope baseline, and whether the work in the project is happening in line with the scope baseline or not. So let me put forward a very interesting scenario in front of all of you. So let us say there's a customer like you and me who has got a 3-meter piece of cloth, and he goes to a tailor, and the requirement for the customer is that he needs a half sleeve shirt stitched from that piece of cloth. The tailor looks at the cloth and the tailor agrees for this work to be done. And both the customer and the tailor agree on a date on which this delivery would be done. Now, while the tailor is working on this deliverable of stitching a half sleeve shirt, the tailor realizes that there is an extra cloth which is available at his. So the tailor is now thinking, now what should I do with this extra cloth? So there are 3 scenarios which comes to the minds of the tailor, and the 3 scenarios are: scenario number 1 is the tailor thinks that why don't I convert this half sleeve shirt into a full sleeve shirt? So rather than stitching a half sleeve shirt, let me stitch a full sleeve shirt and gift it to the customer. Probably the customer would be happy with this choice, right? Scenario number 2, the tailor thinks, okay, let me keep the shirt as half sleeve shirt only. Of the remaining cloth, I will actually design a beautiful scarf and gift it to the customer. Well, you never know, the customer could be happy with this decision, right? Because I'm getting, for the price of a shirt, I'm getting a half sleeve shirt plus a scarf, a beautiful design scarf with that. Scenario 3, the tailor thinks, okay, let me stitch a half sleeve shirt only, but of the remaining cloth, I will reinforce the collar, because collar is the area of the shirt which actually damages very fast. So why don't I reinforce the collar with the extra piece of cloth? This will guarantee that the shirt will last at least 1,000 washes. So I hope these 3 scenarios are making some sense and they're interesting to all of you, right? Now, one of these scenarios is a gold plating scenarios. One of these scenarios is a customer delight scenario. And one of the scenarios is neither a gold plating nor a customer delight. Before you go to the next video, the next part of this video, maybe you can pause this video for a few seconds, analyze these scenarios, and then have a kind of an answer in your mind. Okay, so now let me reveal what exactly each of this scenario is. If you look at these 3 scenarios very carefully, scenario 1 is actually not meeting the scope. So you are actually violating the scope baseline, because the requirement clearly from the customer was that he or she needs a half sleeve shirt. And if you are stitching a full sleeve shirt, you're violating the scope baseline. As a consumer, as a customer, I have full right to seek damages in this case, right? Scenario 2 is what is gold plating. Why are you delivering me a scarf when I never wanted one in the first place, right? I just wanted a half sleeve shirt delivered quickly to me of the requisite quality. By spending time on something which was not in a scope, the tailor here has clearly committed gold plating. So the definition of gold plating is doing extra work when not asked by the customer. And this is clearly a case for that extra work which is here. And yes, no prizes for getting what is scenario 3. Scenario 3 is customer delight. So within the same deliverable, I'm trying to enhance the quality of the product. It's like my service level agreement says that my website should open up in, let's say, 8 milliseconds, but I have been able to achieve a website opening rate of 3 milliseconds, something similar, right? The extra cloth I have used to reinforce the collar here, and I'm giving a better quality product to my consumer, which means I'm able to attract that customer back into my business. So scenario 3 is about customer delight. So I hope with the example of this scenario, you have clearly understood the difference between gold plating and customer delight, and what happens if we try to do a work which is outside the scope. I hope this scenario makes it amply clear. I would be more than happy to have your points on this video. And that's it from me right now. This is Ashutosh Bhatodekar signing off for the moment. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.